So I'm here to talk about some common misconceptions about SSRF vulnerability. So SSRF, as we all know, it serves a request forgery. It is a part of OWASP Top 10 2021. Okay. So what does SSRF actually do? So basically, it's a server-side request forgery. So where we can send requests to the web server from the part of the application. I mean, from the request, from the web request, you can able to send some malicious payload to the server through a vulnerable URL or a malicious request containing parameter added with the payload that can able to reach the internal server. So, for example, as you can see, there's a local host and there is 127.0.0.1 and it has a default path to the etc password of Linux. And if there can be FTP server that we can access through web URL or a URL parameter. You can also access some of the SSRF through, for example, if the if website is vulnerable to XXE, like external XML action entities. So there you can also include SSRF payloads to access some of the server side content. Okay, so the common misconception I can see in the interviews. Okay, so this is from one of the interviews I attended. The interviewer asked, "What are the vulnerabilities which cannot be detected by SAST tools?" Okay, SAST tools like checkmarks and Fortify. So which basically scans the code for the vulnerabilities. Okay, so the interviewer actually expecting me to say SSRF, but this is a misconception by a lot of the security professionals. uh, I mean, the most of the interview they ask this question, but they don't know SSRF can be identified in source code. These vulnerabilities are present in source code. Okay. For example, if the source code processes a URL parameter without any validation, if the source code has a module that can send a request as an API. For example, there is a module in Java or Python which can send curl request. Okay, we can send request using curl module which is built in within Java or Python. Okay, and there are access to the internal server through IP addresses. Okay, so there needs to be IP address validator which can be implemented through third-party libraries. Okay, so which can be whitelisted or encoded or modified to prevent this access. Okay, so there are DNS validations we can do regarding this. Okay, also there are server configurations because there are SSRF payloads we can use to run. What I would say, we can use to run it for the port scanning purpose. So I have included some of the automation scripts here. We run using Python, so which can actually do the port scanning as a part of SSRF attack. Basically, we can specify the list of ports to be scanned in the target IP. We can mention the URL with the payloads, and the scripts just scans and says the status. What is the response? Okay, the port is open or filtered or it's closed. Okay, so this is basically some of the misconceptions about SSRF. So if you have any questions or comment, just free feel to uh, comment below so I can answer you regarding that. Thank you.